what's going on, everyone? I hope I find everyone very well today, per usual. First and foremost, let me go in and wish all of these Scorpios and Sagittariuses out there a big happy birthday. And if you are new to the channel, hello and welcome to the Soul family. And if you are returning, thank you for rocking with me. So for your guys' readings this month for November 2018, we are using the Chrysalis Tarot here by US Games. And we are also pulling one card from the Earth Warriors Oracle here by Alana Fairchild. And before we go any further, I'd like to go ahead and give a little shout out here to the 2 subscribers who donated those 2 decks to the channel. Go ahead and check out the Amazon wish list in the description box, guys, to take advantage of that, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and bless the decks and let's get started. Father God, I open all channels of light, Lord, north, south, east, and west. Guardian angels of the 4 directions, high councils who serve the law of one. Holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks today, Father. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and are intended to be this month. Biggity Virgo, the Virgin. All right. Here's your reading for November 2018. Let's go and hop right into it, Virgo, okay? So in terms of traditional tarot, Virgo, what we have here is the Fool card reversed. We have Justice, the 8 of Cups reversed. We also have the 6 of Cups reversed. I have not seen these 2 bottom cards here. We'll go ahead and flip them over at the end and see what else, what are the messages that come forward during your reading here, Virgo. Maybe could possibly, Virgo, be dealing with a Libra, possibly. I'm not sure why I'm thinking Aries right now with the Fool card reversed here. But all right, Virgo. Virgo, during this time, what I'm getting here is that, like, you're in fear, Virgo. I feel like you're maybe operating from fear here. But I'm really feeling like this is very subconscious here. And there's a situation, relationship, person, place, or thing, Virgo, whatever it may be for you today, that you really don't want to walk away from. But at the same time, Virgo, you think about walking away, you know? During this time, Virgo, you're very contemplative. You're thinking about the past, Virgo. I just picked up, you're very reminiscent of the past right now as well. But what I'm getting here, though, Virgo, is that it's okay to view the past. You know, the past is there for us to review and to not, repeat the same mistakes that ended up being futile. You know this. But what I'm getting here is that as you're thinking about the past, Virgo, there are triggers that are coming up for you. And these triggers include, or at least what I'm getting here, what I'm channeling through here for you, Virgo, is that it's almost like feelings of like lack, feelings of like interesting betrayal as well. I feel here too, Virgo, like with Justice being here, it's almost like if you're comparing your current relationship, situation, person, place, or thing to that of someone in your past. You're comparing, I feel here. And it's almost like you're psyching yourself out a little bit, I'm feeling here. But when you're going to the past, I feel, Virgo, like you're very focused on only, or maybe predominantly, focusing on the negative or the bad that has transpired from the past regarding your current situation and your past situation. But there's still something inside of you here that has to do with you feeling like you are not emotionally fed up or done with this current relationship, person, place, or thing. What I'm getting here, Virgo, really, what's coming really strongly right now, what's coming through for you, is that you don't want to walk away, Virgo, from this person, place, or thing, relationship, whatever it may be, because this is very subconscious, though, Virgo. You are in fear a little bit of this person, place, or thing finding someone or something that is, in your eyes, better than you. I'm feeling here. I'm also feeling like maybe in your past relationship, person, place, or thing, you know, that kind of transpired. Maybe you left that situation in the past, and then maybe that person, place, or thing found someone or something better, you know. But we must never view it as something better, because we all have something to contribute, Virgo. We all are very wealthy, but in many different ways and in many different contexts. Some of us have a wealth of knowledge. Some of us have a wealth of spirituality. Some of us have a wealth of, well, monetarily. Some of us have a wealth of integrity and respect and dignity, you know? So regarding monetarily or materialistically, I'm feeling like that may be a focus here, where it may be like that is an area that is sensitive for you during this time. So I'm feeling like that being brought into this current relationship situation, person, place, or thing, whatever it is that you're dealing with. And slowly but surely, Virgo, it's like you're reminding yourself of that trauma from the past. You are telling yourself, you know, subconsciously, and you're reminding yourself of that as to which you feel that you lack. But just because, Virgo, you feel like you lack within that area does not necessarily mean that your opinion reigns completely true. It's merely a perception, you know? Interesting. What's it called? Not the poem. The speech by Martin Luther King just popped up right now. Like, it's like, let's not be judged, you know, for the color of our skin, but by the content of our character, Virgo. And that reigns very true here. It's like, you know, you can have, you can possess and have and obtain, Virgo, that which you feel you lack, you know, and still not be emotionally secure with yourself. Still be, interesting. What came through, it's like, when you check that box, you know, then there's going to be something else, and then something else, and something else. And this is the thing, Virgo, where it's like, I always tell you every month, you're very progressive, you know what I mean? And you're all about improvement, you're all about efficiency. But when it comes to our emotional well-being, we can't view it, or we can't place it upon the same stance as something materialistic. Yes, we always want to improve emotionally. We always want to, you know, break timelines, and we always want to work on ourselves, absolutely. But we should not work on ourselves to the point, Virgo, where it's like, we feel we must get this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and then we'll be okay, because that then will never come. It doesn't exist, Virgo. Then we'll be okay, or then it'll be perfect. That doesn't exist. And I'm feeling like everything that I just spoke of here, or that came through for you right now, is causing you to operate from fear. But there's, Virgo, as I was sitting here, you know, I asked my guides, my higher self, God, Spirit, why is Virgo afraid? Why are they operating from fear right now? And I clearly heard, you know, it came through and said, because they feel like their partner or their situation will improve when they're gone. And I was like, wow, really? And they said, mm-hmm. I was like, okay. And it makes sense, Virgo, because you don't want to leave the situation. You know that you are not emotionally fulfilled, but it's more with yourself. I never looked at the Eight of Cups reversed as like that. Like it's not wanting to leave the situation because you're not emotionally fulfilled with yourself. So then we're kind of looking or seeking external validation through a relationship, person, place, or thing. And the Six of Cups here reverse is my signal or my sign for being stuck in the past too, you know? So I'm feeling like all of this is kind of coming through. And it's up for review, you know? And with justice here, I feel like it's like, let's not view the justice as, oh, can we provide for that person? Can we give this to that person? Can we do that? Yes, being a provider it's an important aspect, Virgo, but it's not everything. And if that individual that is involved here for you or with you is only with you because you can provide such of a substance or such sustenance, that means that they're with you because there's a motive. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. We have to view it like that in terms of like, why are we here in this relationship? Why are we here in this circumstance? Why are we operating from fear? What's going on here? We need to identify the roots of this here. And normally, Virgo, you're pretty, you know, adept at that. But I just feel like it's, this is very, very, very subconscious. It's like you have to go down and deep within the subconscious to really pull this out, I'm feeling. Now, this is just a general read, Virgo. So it's going to, there are going to be other aspects and other, you know, other aspects that are different from person. The overall energy for Virgo. And you know what's interesting too is when I was shuffling your cards out and popping your cards out and, you know, meditating on your energy, I got very like nervous and I got very like almost like my heart chakra was being squeezed. Like squeezed all the liquid or all the sustenance left within the heart chakra was just like, you know, interesting. Let's see, Virgo. Yep, there it is. The Moon card reversed here. Maybe it could be dealing with the Cancer or possibly a Pisces. And the Four of Pentacles or the Four of Stones here. All right, Virgo. There's a lot in your subconscious during this time. And they need to be viewed and released. Interesting, they want me to describe the Leo to Virgo. Okay. All right, check this out, Virgo. I'm going to try and explain this kind of like the best I can because I can sit here all day and talk about astrology. Let's just put it this way, Virgo, you know. Especially if you're a Virgo sun, this message I'm about to give is a little bit more geared towards a Virgo sun. It can be for Virgo rising a little bit as well, but this is more for a Virgo sun. But check this out, just this little part I'm about to say. So Virgo, when we look at the zodiac wheel, first house is Aries. I am, you know, being instinctually unique and different and not being afraid to, you know, express it and to act instinctually. Then we get to the second house, right? Taurus, self-value, self-worth. How much value and worth do we put in things in ourselves, and what does that say about ourselves, and how do we feel about ourselves regarding self-worth? Then we get to the third house, which is Gemini, right? Also ruled by Mercury. So Gemini is, you know, all about communication. It's about our courage. It's also about us obtaining information, but a lot of information at one time, you know, to try and communicate it. Communication coming back and forth, you know, being exchanged. Now, we get to the fourth house, Cancer, the home, ancestral lineage, where we feel safe. That's where our IC is as well. Our imam coeli lies right there. That's the lowest part of our chart between the 3rd and 4th house. Now, that's our childhood. That's our upbringing. That's what we feel like we didn't get as a child. Now, we get to the 5th house, right, Virgo? Leo. So that's Leo is all about valuing the ego. And it's having such a strong ego, but not in an arrogant way. It's more of like valuing the ego where it's like there's nothing that can break it and can shatter it, because that's just Leo. Leo's a very proud sign, but when we say proud, it's more of they value who they are and they know what they can bring. And no one is ever going to convince them otherwise. Then, Virgo, we get to the 6th house, which is you. Okay, then the 7th house is Libra, right? So you, Virgo, are all about perfecting things, the everyday hustle and grind, doing things efficiently, the day-to-day basis, the schedules, the, hustle and grind and doing it the best we can. And then we get to Libra, the 7th house, which is then about relationships, Virgo. I'm going to get to my main point here. Just, I need you to understand the context of it. But the 7th house then is Libra. The other person, taking the other person's opinion into consideration, looking at the other person and trying to initiate a relationship, an interpersonal relationship, or a personal one-on-one relationship with Libra, Justice Libra, right? Now, Virgo, with me saying all of that, 5th house Leo, we said valuing the ego and nothing can shatter it. Then we get to you, then to the 7th house, which is Libra, the other person, taking the other person into consideration. So how do we make that switch, Virgo, from Leo to Libra? That's you, Virgo, to the point where it's like this. Virgo, your job in this lifetime, especially a Virgo sun, is to shatter your ego. Now, the ego being brought in or being brought over from Leo. That's a tough job, Virgo, to the point where the whole idea of it, Virgo, is this. We must work on shattering the ego, right? So that we don't become disillusioned, or we don't become, disillusioned by our own or from our own understandings of things, where it's like we need to then expand the consciousness, but we can't expand the consciousness if the pride is a little bit too high from Leo. So you're here, Virgo, with the Virgo sun, you're here to literally break that ego, so that then, Virgo, you then take the other person's opinion, you then take the other person's information into consideration, because they call it, what's the name? In evolutionary astrology, it's called, oh God, it's leaving me right now. Like ego embarrassment, where it's like this, where you're wrong about certain things, And since you come from Leo, it's the 5th house, you have to shatter that ego where you're like, well, I don't care if I'm wrong, I'm right. You have to shatter that. That's your job here, the 6th house. Why do we have to shatter it? So that then you can then expand your consciousness and find more efficient ways of doing things, so that then when we get to Libra, the 7th house, we then take the other person into consideration. I hope I kind of went all around the world with that, but that's the zodiac wheel, Virgo, and that's how it works. And I don't think that a lot of Virgos really maybe realize that, So shattering the ego is important. So it's going to be visiting that subconscious during this time. Virgo, and seeing these areas that need to come up, and don't look at it as self-sabotage, but it is a little bit like, it has to be a little bit of self-sabotage to the point where you then find out that you're wrong, and then you say, okay, I'm wrong, let me ask that person for their opinion. Maybe it's better than mine, or maybe it'll add to mine, expanding the consciousness. Something like that's what's kind of going on for you, Virgo, during this month. I hope you guys grasp that. You guys are pretty bright. I think you did. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and pop a card out from the Earth Warriors Oracle here and see what you get. Okay, let's see. We have, these are a little bit, the names are a little strange. 33, that's a master number. Intikhana, I think, child of the light. Interesting, Virgo. Let's read from the book and let's see what comes through. So number 33. It's going to be a very important number for you. 33, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 of cups here. The past, you know what I mean? Child of the light, Virgo. There is a divine light that does not cast a shadow, nor does it cast judgment, even though it reveals truth. A truth that is sometimes hard to acknowledge and requires that we change our ways. True divine light is healing. It is unifying. It brings hope and illuminates the way. Other sorts of light exists on this planet that are not so pure, nor so helpful. Those sorts of light may appear stunningly bright, yet in effect create separation and increase ego, Virgo. You can recognize genuine divine presence, not by how dazzling it may appear at first, but by what your devotion to that divine light invokes in your heart and your world. Trust your feeling over appearances. Move away from influences that create fear, negativity, or doubt in you. Reach out for that which uplifts your heart. Spiritual protection is being offered. Refuse to be dazzled by ego masquerading as something spiritual. Through your prayers and efforts, spiritual light has been accumulating on the inner planes, even though you may not sense that consciously as yet. There will be an intersection of events and circumstances in your physical world through which that light shall pour forth and manifest itself as grace. Continue with your spiritual devotion. There is something truly good to come of it. Wow, Virgo. That's crazy. Like crazy, like how it all tied in, you know? That's the divine, that's spirit, that's how they work. That's it, everything. I don't even need to like add any more to it. Anyway, Virgo, 33 is going to be important during this time. Whatever you see in this card here, that's your own special message, okay? The subconscious is here, Virgo. You have to view it and you have to break those timelines so that then you can move into Libra. You have to shatter the ego from Leo. I know I'm a Virgo sun too. I'm 14 degrees, okay? Sorry about that in the background. I'm 14 degrees Virgo sun. I'm right in the middle of that damn constellation. I'm a 12th house Virgo with Sun conjunct Mercury. And my Mercury's in Virgo as well. So I know all about that. Okay, 12th house. Anyway. All right, Virgo, intuitiveperceptions.com for bookings and services. You can find everything there, Virgo, and also feel free to comment, share, and to subscribe, and also tap the like button, Virgo, if this reading resonated with you, and let me know. Also, check the description box below for multiple links, Virgo, to like other services and other content for our channel. Also, too, Virgo, check the description box below for my Amazon wish list link that I provided for you guys and put together for you, where you can obtain a really good reading, Virgo, for a really, really good price and for a really great price. You can obtain a great reading, Virgo, for a great price that fits within your budget. All right, Virgo. Remember everything that we discussed, okay? It's going to be a very important month for you. All right, Virgo, we'll see you.